Today we will be testing the CM Enhanced CCI V2 indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the CM Enhanced CCI V2 indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 619 indicators, with 253 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is the CM Enhanced CCI V2 indicator. And you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. And so the setup on this is somewhat relatively easy. And so we'll break down a few parts to the indicator here. So first of all, we are going to ignore the green and the red band at the top and bottom. Let's see. Nope, not that. Let's see. That one and that one. So we're going to go ahead and turn those two off because we're not going to actually actively utilize them. So what we're actually looking for are these dashed lines here. So we have this dashed line here on top, dashed line here at the bottom, and then right down the middle we have our zero line. So a couple of components to the indicator here as well is that we have this red oscillating line. You can see it here on the bottom really well right there, or you can see it here on top really well. And then to accompany that, we have this green oscillating line with kind of a green background, kind of similar to the red there. And so what we're looking for is kind of a twofold here. So we are looking for when the red oscillating line breaks up above the dashed line here on top, or it breaks down below the dashed line here on bottom. Then the next thing that we are looking for is for the green oscillating line to also make that same break, either to the upside here or to the downside here. So a good example of that is like right here on this one. You can see that we get the break of the red line to the upside there, and you can see that it also gets the break of the green line there as well. You can see right here on this one, it didn't. All we got was that red line that came up and it made the break, but it was not accompanied by the green line. And so once we get that break either to the upside or to the downside, so we'll use this area right here as another example. What we look for is that break to the upside, And then we are looking for the moment where that green oscillating line then crosses back down below the dashed line on the upside here. Now, if it was on the bottom, like right here, then what we're looking for is that moment where the green oscillating line then crosses back to the upside here. So on the top side, we're looking for it to cross back down below the dashed line. On the downside, we're looking for it to cross back up above that dashed line. And when we do that, if we are on the top side, we are going to go short. If we are on the bottom side, then we are going to go long. So that's what we're looking for. Long explanation there. Let's get on with the testing and see what we can get. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a short signal. We get that red oscillating line that goes up, crosses up above the dash line there. I went ahead and turned off the red background, just makes it easier to see. And then for just a moment, one candle, we get that spike of the green line above the black dashed line there, which is at the 100 mark. And so if I hover over that candle right there and I look at my coordinates right here, you can see that that center line is the green line there, and it is at 1.101, and so it crossed up for just a moment. Then we get that cross back down below there. We get a little bit of consolidation and push back up to the upside there, retest that area, and then we get that nice push to the downside, which does get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so the second signal that we get is a long signal right here. Did I say that one was a short? Anyways, that one was a short. This one is a long right here. And so we get that, that duck below the dashed line here, the lower dashed line. We get that for just a moment. Again, for just a moment, we get that green line that crosses down below, and then we get the cross back to the upside right here on this one. Now we get this kind of chop and consolidation right here again. It stayed within our stop. It got kind of close to it, but didn't quite reach our stop. We stayed within that stop there. And then we get this nice push to the upside right here, which gets us to our take profit. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Get everything in focus. Let's count it out and see what we get out of it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So we have 14 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 winning trades, and so that barely misses that 60% criteria that we were looking for. This one is going to go on the no list, but I will tell you that this seems like a really decent indicator. This definitely is not one that you should sleep on. If you have any time to play around with it, I would suggest playing around with it a little bit more and seeing if you can't dial it in a touch. Maybe, yeah, just play around with it some. I mean, this was calling some really decent price action movement, giving some really good indication of what price action kind of was doing and where it was going. And so it's a shame that we weren't able to meet the 60% criteria on this one, but this is one that I will definitely be playing around with myself. It would make a really good complement to a decent trading strategy, I believe, in my opinion. So, but yeah, that's it for now. Unfortunately, like I said, it is going to have to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.